says Carl.
What in the world is that? I mean, they've never seen anything like it. A 1954 Chevrolet 150. This is a Handyman, also a tin woody. You can see it's been painted like a tin woody. Very, very, very cool car. I just love this thing. Love the looks of it. Just total surf wagon. And so we're just gonna walk around it here and show you different things about it, the condition, do some driving, put it up on my lift, interior and stuff. It's been lowered a little bit. It's got a 261 inline 6 from a 1957. So it's a 57 that has K stamped on the engine, 3-speed manual. It's been painted white. It was originally a maroon car with a maroon and beige interior, but it's just really cool. It's been lowered probably, I'm gonna guess, about 2 inches all the way around. It's got Cal Custom hubcaps on it, 15-inch wheels, and it's just a really cool car. I love the quick and easy vintage racks on it. Stanley's liking it, and so it's just a neat car for sure. So we'll just walk around it. It's not perfect, but it's actually a very nice driver. He'll need little tiny things here and there, mostly maybe some electrical stuff with the gauges and all that kind of stuff, but mechanically it's actually pretty good. We went through the transmission just itself, and it kept on popping out of second and third gear, so we went through the transmission and put new shafts in it and everything, and some gears. So Stanley's favorite guy is going to be coming, the FedEx guy. So Leslie, she's going to grab him.
I was gonna get the package.
Yeah, that's fine. He gets a little excited. So hopefully he doesn't end up hopefully he doesn't end up in that thing. Well, we'll show him. He wants to play ball with the guy. And you guys didn't know he could run. There he goes. Hey, thank you. Thank you. So this is Mrs. Denwerks, Mrs. D. I was going to introduce her, but we were introduced this way. We ship a lot of little packages out. So she likes this. We've been cruising around and kind of into station wagons. Got a busy afternoon here. Trucks all over. Amazon Prime. Imagine that. So
I nicknamed this one Tater.
Yes, she named this one Tater.
And I just think it's such an appropriate, and I love it because it is a surf wagon.
Yep.
And it's just a cool little rig. So yeah, its nickname is Tater.
Yep. So the nickname is Tater on this one. So we're going to show you different stuff about it. If you want to check out our podcast, check out our website, check us out on Instagram. You can check us out on Denwerks, DENWERKS. We're probably the first people in a video that you see that we don't do a lot of cutting.
Yeah,
so
you can see, like, this is actual
this is our life. And we enjoy cars.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna walk around it real fast and show you different stuff. Gonna take a look at the paint here. Actually, the paint is actually really nice on the car. If you look down the sides, it's actually nice and straight. It's kind of a metallic white. The bumpers are actually in really nice condition. Those have been re-chromed back when this was done. You can see the grille emblems all look really good on the car. I believe all that's been redone on the car. You'll see some little chipping right here. And I thought there was a little bit of chip right there on the hood, a little chip around the headlights right there. The lights all work in the front. We'll show you those in a minute with the back ones. And I was going to take you around here, around the fenders. Fenders look nice. All the paint matches really good. You can see that the skirts are a little bit of a shade off, so those don't match 100%. Tires were just put on. They're Venezia Classics and they're P205/75 15 with Cal Custom flipper hubcaps. You'll see a little chip here in the windshield and a little D-lam around the edge. Little chip right here. You'll hear a little bit of a lifter tick. I wanted you to hear that. When it warms up really good and you drive it, it does go away, but I want you to know that it's just a little bit of a lifter, a tick, and you know, maybe it needs its valves adjusted or something, I don't know, but it is there, just so you know. And it doesn't bother me at all. It just, you can just hear it tick, 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 tick. But after it warms up, it's like usually 10 or 15 minutes, or after you drive it, it pretty much just goes away. You can see the faux finish for the tin woody. Actually, they did a pretty nice job on the car. You'll see some little chipping though in a few little spots on it right here. Little chip that it came off right there, but overall looks nice. The quarter panels are actually really nice on this car. It's very clean actually. You look at the bottom of the quarters, you'll see a couple little chips and stuff, but it's not rusty down here at all. Very nice on the rockers, bottom of the fenders. I'll take you around here to the back. It's actually running right now. You can hear it running. On the hatch here, you'll see a couple little bubbling up right there. And I don't think it's rust bubbles. I think it's where the paint lifted a little bit. There you can see a little cracking right here. And I think there was another little spot. A couple little spots there, but overall it looks good. You can see down here it's not rusty either, so very, very clean actually. So we'll take a look. I'm just going to go ahead and take a look back here so you can see this. I'll show you the paperwork and stuff. There's a little, I'm going to have Leslie help me. There's a little latch right there you just pull up.
Oh, do I see it?
Yeah, you just pull it up. There we go. So you can see the interior real fast. We'll show you the interior in a minute, but back here it looks good. You can see has not been hit at all. Back here actually looks really nice. The gutters look really good back here behind the trunk area. You'll notice sometimes there'll be little tiny little rust flakes coming out of the, I think they're coming out of here, but I don't know exactly where, but every once in a while I'll see a couple little flakes here on the floor, but I think they're coming out of the tailgate a little bit. So, but again, it looks really good. You'll see photos of this underneath here, the spare tire. I don't have a spare, but the spare tire area is really, really nice. You'll see a photo of it. They actually took it inside too and did the faux finish in here as well. And it looks really good around the windows and everything around the channels. You can see this is some of our paperwork. You know, there's the plates that go on it, owner's manual, accessories. There's a lot of cool accessories to take a picture of that, or you'll see a picture of all the stuff inside, which is cool. There's the title. VIN number does match up there inside the door jamb, which I'll show you here in a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and shut that. You can leave that up. Oh, right here, couple little bubbles right there. But if you look down this side, again, really clean and very straight. Someone spent a lot of time on the body work of this one for sure. You can see the wood grain all looks pretty cool. On this little touch up right here, I can see where the color's just off a little bit. Little chipping and stuff around the racks that are on there. Roof is very straight and very clean. Windows are tinted. The door's shut pretty good. The driver's side, it sometimes likes to be shut a little harder because it doesn't always catch like it should. You can see it's just a little loose right there, and you can see this is just kind of worn out just a little bit. There's a little bit too much movement, so sometimes it shuts real good, sometimes it doesn't shut as nice. So there, it shuts pretty good there. But overall, nice car. I'm gonna go ahead and show you the lights on it. We'll go ahead and do the lights right now. We'll do the lights. We're gonna do underneath the hood. We'll just kind of show you everything as we're at it. You see headlights, bright lights, we got blinkers, we got left, and we got right. And I'll go ahead and show you the back real quick here. Light works for the license plate. We got tail lights and brakes, and then we got blinkers left, and we got right. And that tail light over on the other side, the reverse lights don't work, by the way. That brake light I just noticed wasn't going off on that right side, so we'll take that and kind of look at that and see what's up with that. I'm going to show you underneath the hood, and then I'm going to show the interior real fast. It's running, and I can't remember where it's at. There it is. I think I got it. There we go. It's kind of hard to do this with one hand. There we go. Underneath the hood looks really good. Now you'll see you kind of got to push this up a little bit. The springs are a little bit worn on it, but overall pretty nice underneath the hood. It's got a chrome valve cover on it. The engine tag, or a VIN right there, is right there. It's got a K on the end. You'll see a picture of that. Newer battery. Inside the cowl looks really good. Go ahead and rev it up just a little bit. And you can tell as it's sat here and ran, the lifter tick is pretty much gone now. So that's why I kept it running while we're talking, so you can just see the transformation, how it goes from lifter tick to no lifter tick. You can see the carburetor and everything. You'll see a couple little leaks and little general things. Been converted over to alternator. And that's why some of the gauge stuff isn't working, because that stuff has not been converted over. It's got a fuel pump, electric fuel pump. Inner aprons though are really nice on the car. You know, it hasn't been hit in here or anything like that. All up in here looks really good. And then you'll see up here the cowl tag is there as well. So and then you can decode that out on the auction. So I'm gonna go ahead and we'll show you the interior real fast. Actually, I'll shut the hood. So we'll go ahead and show you the interior.
And I will hop out.
You're gonna hop out. Interior is actually pretty nice. Look at the seats. Very good. They did a nice job on all the door panels. You can see it's got pretty new gaskets on it, little crack right there, but overall the gaskets look good. Little wavy right here on the door panel. New carpet in it, back when they did it as well. You can see a chip that's kind of been touched up right there, probably from shrinkage actually on the dash there. Steering wheel is in good shape. You're gonna see some little pitting and stuff in general. Headliner is nice. Dome light's not working. Surfboard for the mirror, which is cool. But across the dash is in really good shape. The radio's not working. A lot of stuff's not working in here. You might ask me, how come it didn't work to fix all that stuff? I'm horrible electrical, and so it was something that we weren't looking at fixing in general. We wanted it to mechanically be really sound, so you actually could get out and drive it, and then you could tinker with some of this stuff as you own it. So the motor's really good, transmission's good, brakes are really good, and so some of this other things. And I don't think, you know, I'm selling this for some folks. They've had it for about 4 or 5 years, and they just wanted to drive it too. And so it's, some of the stuff has not been converted over. Some of it might not be hooked up. I'm not 100% for sure. But the main thing was getting that transmission fixed so it didn't pop out of gear all the time, because that doesn't make it fun. And getting it to stop good and all that. So mechanically in really good shape. So we'll go ahead, take a look at the door, or rear here real fast. You can see the seat is in good shape. Inside, the jams are really good. You know, again, not any accidents or anything like that. It's actually really good for a wagon. And I showed you back here already, and we'll just walk around here real quick. And this seat, I don't know if I can do it by myself, but that seat flips forward, and then there's 2 little levers here on each side of the seat, I think. Actually, I think it's on that side, but this does flip forward. I'll walk over there and try to do that real fast. But again, the door panels are all really good. You can see a little mark right there, and I think there was a little tear right there on this little panel, and I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I'll go on the other side and I'll flip that forward for you. Take a look at this side, and these doors shut nice. It's just that front one there just has a hard time. I just put these little floor mats in here so we didn't get the floor dirty, but you know, again, the carpet is in nice condition. And we'll open that. There you go, you can see the glove box. Seat looks good. Inside the jam, a little chipping right there. Again, really nice little car, but it's gonna need just some kind of little details and little stuff done to it. I was going to show you that seat over here. Hopefully I can flip that forward. Oh, actually you don't have to. You just, I did something wrong here. You got to have the doors open to do it, because I just found out why. Even that little mark I showed you earlier, it hits the armrest. So that happened before, not with me, but so he's got to have that forward. So that works good, and then you just pop it back up, and you flip this back down there. So hopefully that gives you kind of an overview of it in general. The windows do roll up and down pretty nice too. I'll just do that real quick. It got stuck right there just a little bit. Actually, it does not like that. I hadn't rolled these back down. You can see this. It's catching on that right there. And we'll take a... You guys are gonna laugh in a minute because... And that catches right there and then it goes down. Stanley. He's embarrassed, I think. Stanley. Look what he's got. He's got his Christmas sweater on. Stanley, come here.
I thought it would look cute with the car.
Yeah.
Picture, so.
So I'm gonna roll down this window real fast for you. Up, and down. And I'm curious about this one. If it gets caught. Yeah, this one's just very stiff. And I don't want to force it. So this one's very stiff as well. So, you know, one of the things is we just want to show you things about the car, things it is and things that it isn't. And very, very nice car, but it does need a couple things for you to enjoy it a little bit more. But again, the major hard work's been done, obviously, because the paint and mechanically in really, really good shape. So this is no reserve, by the way, so the top bid is going to get it. And super cool car, you know, and it's old. 1954 to 2021. I don't know how many years.
A lot of years.
50, 60, 70? I think 70 years. So it's old. So anyways, have fun and have a good time bidding.
Don't mind if I do.
I didn't even ask you if you wanted to go.
I'm going anyway.
All right, hop in. Thanks for cruising around with us in the 54 Wagon. It actually drives really nice, as that guy almost tried to hit his head on. Guess he liked the car, but yeah, it's actually a really nice driving car overall. You're gonna hear little rattles and little different things that, you know, we talked about in the auction. A little bit of window, you can hear a little bit of window noise too. But I think some of the rattle, actually, now that I look at it, is that little thing right there, the little vent thing, so the little chrome thing. But anyways, it actually drives nice, has good power with the 261. You're gonna see here the oil pressure is good, gas gauge and all that stuff's not working, like I said, but the oil pressure gauge is working. The speedometer and odometer don't work. The horn doesn't work. A lot of this stuff doesn't work, just so you know. And you can tell too, just like a lot of old Chevys, I don't have the key in it right now, but we do have a key. And this car came heater delete, which is crazy. But you could put an aftermarket heater in down there from back in the day, but it does not have heater controls or anything like that, or even a heater box in there. It was never put in there from the factory. So it's actually underneath there. And so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put the brakes on, and I'll wait till I go straight here a little bit, but we'll stomp on it. We won't make anyone go through the windshield, but I'm gonna go ahead and push on the brakes. It actually stops nice and straight, not a lot of wheel shake or anything like that. So, you know, drivability, it drives really good. I'm shifting in the second right now. It's 3-speed on the column.
Very comfortable.
It is really
comfortable, and like easy to ride in. I would take this car anywhere.
Yeah, we drive it around quite a bit, you know, since we've had it, and it is fun. It's just a lot of, I don't know if the word is nuance, little things that you guys can tinker with. So
I do love this.
Yeah.
The surfboard mirror. I mean, it just has some of those fun touches.
Yeah.
That just
really fun little car. So, oh, hey, here's a little tidbit for you. If you ever have a car in storage, and this one's perfect here on the headliner. If you ever put a car in storage, put the visors down. Because sometimes if a little cute mouse likes to get in here, they like to get up here, and you'll notice a lot of cars, the mice get up in here.
And then it's not so cute.
Right.
At that point.
You can see the rest of the headliner is really nice. So we're gonna go ahead and show you some other stuff. I just wanted to give you that free advice because you know what? We had that happen to us one time. So you live and learn sometimes. But thanks for driving around with us, and we'll show you some more stuff. Hey, we're going to take a look at the little wagon underneath. It's actually a pretty solid car, and we'll just start here from the front to the back. Again, it is a no reserve auction, and top bid is going to get it, but overall, pretty nice car underneath. I mean, how many years old is it? 50, 60, almost 70 years old. That's crazy. So we'll just take a look, a little shy of that, but it's in pretty good shape for its age. So we'll just look up here. The front apron, splash apron, looks good. You know, up here, I don't see any crinkles or anything in it. Looks nice. Radiator support area looks good as well. Up inside the fenders are in nice shape too, and the splash pan here coming down looks good. So I can't remember if I showed you the date code on the tires. There you can see 0920 right there. So those are from 2020, which I had mentioned earlier just from the receipts. We did take all the brakes off, or the wheels off and stuff, and the brakes look good on the car, and we didn't have to change anything there, and it does stop nice. Bushings here look good on the sway bar. It's got Monroe shocks up front. You'll see here, this has been trimmed out just a little bit, probably to get that nut up in there. It was probably easier for them, but you can see it was torched. Just a little center hole there, and they probably put, you know, maybe when it was pulled or something like that. You can see here where they maybe put it on a you know, like a winch, or when they did a tie down or something like that, it kind of pulled a little bit there. Not a big deal, but I just wanted to point that out. Overall, you'll see some seepage and stuff. You'll see a little drip right there. The oil pan looks like it has a little drip around it from age. Again, that's a 261 engine, and then it's got a 3-speed transmission. We'll go head back and look here. We did take the transmission out and went through it. Had to replace a couple of gears. Had to replace the shaft in it because it was popping out of second and third. So we fixed that and put some new seals and stuff in it. And we did resurface the flywheel in it as well. The clutch looked decent enough, so we left it. And but we were just kind of going through stuff in general. But you can see the seepage around the bottom of the engine. It does do a couple little drips every once in a while, but overall in good shape. Right here, you can see the extensions where the body mount is. Those aren't all rusty. There is some flaky undercoating going on here. You can see some surface rust right there, but you'll see a little bit of gloppy stuff that it looks really old. I don't know if there's little rust pinholes below that or not. You can see the tail shaft here, a little bit of leak right there. You can see our new seal back there, but there's a little leaking right there. little drip. If you look here, the body mount again looks good. Inside the rockers look really nice on the car. The floor, you can see a little bit of surface rust there. The frame is in really nice condition. Body mount looks good. All the drains look good down here underneath the rocker. You'll see there was a piece of trim that probably went here to extend, and then there was another piece of trim, I believe, that probably went back here. You'll see a little rust spot right there, but I think there's a piece of trim that goes there, and maybe along the across the bottom there. If we look at the rest of the floors here, very nice floors overall. Take a look at the floors here. There's probably a couple little pinholes. There's a little hole right there on the back floor there. But this was done, man, I bet a long time ago. Someone put some little tar or something on it. Take a look at the floor here. You know, underneath it's not perfect, but it's actually really nice for this age of car, for sure. You can see the inside rocker. Looks really good. You can see the rear end. Enclosed drive line, by the way. It's got Napa shocks on the back. You'll see this right here, this here needs to be welded. We'll actually weld that. I just saw that. We'll weld the strap there. This side doesn't have a little strap on it, but this one here, they had put one on there, but we'll weld that back together since we've got a welder right next to us right now. I hadn't seen that since I put it up there on the lift again. But look at the rest of the frame. Looks really good. Look at the rear end. It's been lowered. I think they probably cut a coil off the front, and it's got and then it's got blocks here in the back, so it's probably lowered over probably 2 inches, I guess. I'm gonna guess by the time it's all said and done. Look at the floors. We'll look back here. This is the gas tank. No pinholes or leaks in it, which is good. Spare tire area looks really nice, actually. It's not rusty. Trunk drop-off pans look good as well. No accident damage. I haven't seen any accident damage on this car at all. It's actually pretty impressive. There is a little rust spot right there. Look right here real fast for you. Back here. Just that little tail piece was rusty. Looks like on this side. This side looks good. Hopefully you can see that up there. But just kind of the difference. Just want to make you noted there. And this trunk drop off here looks really good. So anyways, I just wanted to spend a little bit of time just showing you underneath the car in general. You'll notice here too, it had a hitch on it at some point. But underneath is actually really clean on the car, and it's got a couple little things, but overall very solid for an early 50s car. So anyways, no reserve. If you got any questions, you can give me a jingle. Have fun.